Hello everyone, welcome to Australia. I can't say Melbourne anymore because we are currently in a small city called Albury. Albury is a beautiful little city. Hello Suzanne, Natalie, g'day TM, hey Stephanie, g'day Catherine. And I have decided to shave prior to my adventure or venture. So, hey Dawn, hey Colleen, g'day Jenny, nice to see you guys. So here we are in this small city called Albury. Albury is right on the border of New South Wales and Victoria. Victoria is the state that I'm from, which is Melbourne. And we are, let me take you with me as you are joining us here. Hello Sayuri. Sayuri is our beloved guide from Brazil. Thank you so much for being here. You're sleepless? Well, I hope I can entertain you while you're trying to fall asleep. Hopefully you being here will not prevent you from sleeping even further, but it is nice to have you nonetheless. My friends, I love this place. The air is fresh. The culture is so rich. The history is so evident. And it is just such a beautiful, beautiful part of our country. And right now, as I stepped away from this little pond, I want to show you we are standing right in front of Australia's largest river, Australia's longest river, which spans 2,500 kilometers. It is also known as the Murray River. And look how beautiful it is. It is a river full of history. It's a river that is rich in mythology and lore and is just abundant in wildlife. So it's just a beautiful river. And yeah, 2,500 kilometers. And it's actually the third longest navigable river in the world. The third longest navigable river in the world. Only third to the Nile and the Amazon River. So it's a long river and it extends over 3 different states. New South Wales, which is the state that we're in, Victoria, which is the state that I'm from, and South Australia, which is a state that Adelaide is the capital of. It's called the Murray River, Suzanne, the Murray River. And we'll talk a little bit more about the Murray River shortly, because it happens to be one of my favorite rivers. There are so many activities. You can go canoeing on the Murray River, and guess what the best part of this river is? There are no crocodiles here. No crocodiles in the Murray River. So that's right, TM. So we're all going to be safe. No crocodiles or bunyips are going to jump out on us and try to get us. And look at these beautiful eucalyptus trees. You can see there's a eucalyptus tree coming out of the river. So it's a wetlands eucalyptus tree. They thrive in water. And we're going to go for a little stroll today. We're going to explore this beautiful art trail. There was a lot of rain over the last 48 plus hours. So it's very wet and there are puddles everywhere. So let's just hope that the extreme wetness doesn't get to us today. Nonetheless, I'm very relieved to know that the signal reception is fantastic. And before we commence this, what is going to be a mind-blowing and beautiful and engaging and enchanting tour, I want to welcome you all. I want to thank you all for being here with me. I want to just, extend my gratitude to you for being here. We're a small group, but we are large in spirit. So it's just so nice to have you here with me. If you have any questions along the way, you are welcome to ask me along the way. That's one of the beauties of live chats. And if you'd like to see more, if you'd like to follow more of my journey along this vast continent as I drive up the east coast of Australia, you are more than welcome to follow my channel. So hopefully I can see more of you along the way. Now, as we are here in Albury, Albury has a twin sister town called Wodonga. right? And they are usually used, as one town. So when usually people are saying to you, when you're usually heading to Melbourne, from Sydney to Melbourne or from Melbourne to Sydney, it's usually like it's sort of in the middle, in between Melbourne and Sydney. So people will say to you, "Oh, are you going to Albury Wodonga?" They'll usually refer to them, but there are two separate towns. There's Wodonga, there's Albury. Albury is, not town, city. Albury is the biggest city. When you're in Melbourne, everything is a bit of a town. But they're two separate cities, but they're connected to each other, if that makes sense. They're like Siamese twins. And Wodonga is situated in Victoria, which is the state I'm from, and Albury is situated in New South Wales. So those two amalgamated cities are right in, like, over the border. So it's pretty cool. So you can actually go from one city to another. You can even ride your bike or walk from one city to another and just cross the border. So it's quite interesting. Albury is spelled Albury, for those who want to read a little bit more about it. Nonetheless, we're here and we're going to explore this beautiful art trail. And I'm just going to switch it away from my face. So hello again to all of you, and thanks again for joining me here in Australia, and hope to see more of you, okay? So we're just switch the camera, and look, you guys have, albeit the many storms that we were faced and the heavy rains, it is quite a peaceful day here in New South Wales, in Albury. And the sky is blue and the river is rather tame. And let's begin our walk, because I'm excited to take you with me here down the Indyamara Aboriginal Art Sculpture Walk. Now let's keep walking. Morning, Fatima. Fatima, nice to see you. And it's a beautiful day for an art trail. As you know, I've acquired my reputation here on Hago through art trails, and ever since then I've become a lover of art trails. And here we have our first wildlife creature, a platypus drawn in the style of Aboriginal art. Well, it's actually a water fountain, but it's just a beautiful commemoration of the Indigenous people, the Wiradjuri people, who have lived here for 40,000 years before we got here. So this is a commemoration. And it says here, Indyamara, it sort of explains a little bit more about it, which it's a very powerful concept of respect, to be gentle, polite, honor, and do slowly. It is at the heart of our way of being and doing. This is spoken from a Wiradjuri elder. Wiradjuri law demands that we have profound respect for each other and we do things slowly and with care. The country itself is our nurturer. The land and the river provide all. So this is a beautiful sentiment. And you're right, Suzanne, there is an element of mindfulness to this sentiment. Now, as we're walking, we're going to explore the Indyamara art trail. I just got here like half an hour ago, so I haven't had a chance to just walk it. I was driving for about 4.5 hours. It took me 4.5 hours to drive here. So look at these little ducks. Hey, buddies. So we're going to see what happens. And we're going to begin the trail. And here we are with our first sculpture. Whoa, that's beautiful. We'll look more into this sculpture. Here's the map. You have a map. But what do we have here? Oh, road closed. This should be a choose your own adventure little moment. Shall we stop and not proceed, or cross the sign and just keep going and see where things take us? What do you guys think? What do you reckon? I haven't prepared my choose your own adventure kit, but you'll just have to tell me. You want to keep going? Keep going. Okay, well, you guys are really a bad influence on me, but since you are the bosses, I will keep going. Not a problem. And this is the map. This is the map of the walk. So you can take a little... Don't walk through any water, though. I won't, Lorraine. Don't worry. I do have waterproof hiking boots with me, but I'm still not going to risk it. I don't want, to get all messy and muddy. And this is beautiful. This is a little bit of information. Let's keep going. But here's a little, you don't want to mess them up? I kind of do, Suzanne. I kind of do. Okay, so here it says, Karai binal birimal bila, nyangana gu birimal karai bila, dia birimal karai bila, durai nyangana ningu, which means land of much bush and rivers. Look after the bush, land, and the rivers, and the bush, land, and rivers will look after you. I love that. Okay, that is in Wiradjuri language. So now we're going to explore our first bit of art. What is this? Wow. And you know what? This is just beautiful. And I really appreciate you guys coming today, because this is all about our Indigenous brothers and sisters. This is all about Aboriginal art. And I could not be more excited to share this beautiful sculpture with you. Look at it. It looks stunning. And this sculpture is actually called Teeming Life of Milawa Bila. So this is, let's have a closer look to answer your question, Suzanne. So it is made of metal. It's like a rusty metal. And then I suppose this is steel. So metal and steel. Let's read. So I'm not going to interpret it on my own, because my interpretation is, not as important as the artist's interpretation. So we're going to honor the artist by, I've got the description of this art, and I'm going to read out the artist's interpretation, and then we will proceed to the next sculpture. So let's read this one. This one is called Teeming Life of Milawa Bila. And the artist is, well, it's a collection of artists, right? It's by the Sculpture Walk Steering Committee. Daniel Clegg, Robin Heckenberg, John Murray, Auntie Edna Stewart, and Auntie Muriel Williams. Let's read a little bit more about this design, okay? This design draws together elements from the natural environment of the Murray River. The water birds and the other birds who have habitats along the river are significant in terms of showing the health of the river and have spiritual significance to Wiradjuri. The river is home to the Murray cod. The Murray cod is at the pinnacle of the food chain and represents the essence of the life force of the river itself. The reeds of the river are the habitat of many invertebrate species, and the yabby has been both a pet and source of nurturance. Beautiful. I love this sculpture. What do you guys think of it? It's quite beautiful, isn't it? There's something very, very, I'm just going to flip it like this. We'll get a nice closer look. So I bet you've all tilted your head a little bit. Stunning. And now you can take a beautiful postcard that actually fits the screen, and then you can always rotate it after you've downloaded it. But that's just a beautiful first sculpture that we've come across. Okay, let's keep walking. So now we're going to walk along this trail and explore a little bit more, because that's what we're here for, right? And we're walking along. Can we get the bird on top? Yes, of course, Lynn. Nice to see you, by the way, Lynn. Thanks for bringing that up as well. Yeah, I forgot about the bird on top. I didn't notice that. And Lynn, nice to see you. I've been busy, but we'll hopefully catch up while I'm on my trip and collaborate on something. And look at the bird on top. Beautiful. Beautiful magpie singing. And magpies are vicious birds. But they sound so beautiful. They've got such a melodic sound to them. Of course, TM. So we'll do a vertical shot with a bird. Is that better, guys? There we go. Thanks for bringing that up. Here we go with a bird here. Stunning. Absolutely. And there's something so abstract and mystical and just beautiful about Aboriginal art that I just love. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, they're obviously protecting their nests, but I have been attacked by magpie. Oh, look at this beautiful shot. Magpies before, and it's not very fun. And here we have the Magpie Defending Club, Lorraine and Lynn. No, you're right. They're just protecting their young. 100%. How beautiful is this shot? And we're walking, so right here we have the Murray River. As I was saying to you before, it is the longest river in Australia. It extends more than 2,500 kilometres. And it's a great source of water for a lot of Australian households, about over 1 million Australian households, farms, businesses, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful river in which you can. It's very different to Yarra River. It's obviously a lot bigger, wider. It doesn't flow as hard as the Yarra River, but it has a lot of significance, a lot of cultural and historical significance. And here we are walking along. And what do we have here? Our second sculpture. Thanks, Lorraine, for the tip. Appreciate it. That's a beautiful one, isn't it? What is going on over there? It's very interesting looking. Wow. We'll get a close. Let's actually have a little close up of this sculpture. And what does it say on it? It says reconciliation. That's interesting because the name of this sculpture is the Reconciliation Shield. Let's have a quick look. So here we have, looks like it's made of steel. Well, I'm actually looking at I'm reading it now. It says mild steel and stainless steel. Let's read a little bit more about this sculpture and learn more about it as we go. Okay, so this is by an artist by the name of Tamara Murray, which is lovely. So such an appropriate surname. I like this one too, Lorraine. Let's just do a little portrait shot. Now, Lynn, let's listen to what the artist says before we throw in any spoilers. How about that? Tamara Murray, so let's see what she has to say. I am a Barkhanji woman on my mum's side and Yorta Yorta on my dad's side. I love living on Wiradjuri country. It keeps me strong in culture and connected with both the land and the people. I believe that the river is the giver of life to everyone who lives in or visits our community. Now, this sculpture is called the Reconciliation Shield, and the figure depicted in this sculpture is holding his hands in a position of submission. Enough is enough. We all need to walk together on this journey of reconciliation. We need to walk, we need to talk, and we just need to cooperate. And that is the key. It is a good interpretation. It's beautiful, isn't it? But you can also see it. I love that, Lynn, how you can, it's the significance, the pale and the dark and the white people coming together. We're all one. There's so many different ways in which you can interpret this beautiful shield. I love it. Let's keep walking. We're off to a good start. And one of the best things about this walk is how beautiful the walk is. The scenery is just incredible. Well, I'm not here every day, so I'm not quite sure if it gets busy here. It hasn't been busy since I've been here, so it's been very quiet. So it looks, but Albury can get busy. It's one of those cities in which people stop here on their way on the way from Melbourne to Sydney or Sydney to Melbourne. So it's a major stopping point. They'll sometimes stay here for the night. It's very convenient in that respect. So the first artwork, Suzanne, good question. The first artwork was installed in 2014. And the second one that we just saw was also installed in 2014. So they were both installed in 2014. And look at this beautiful tree over here. Oh, I just stepped in some mud. There we go. We've initiated the new hiking boots. And it is beautiful. Just us here. I love trees too. And here, you don't get more Australia than this. Eucalyptus trees everywhere. Kookaburras. There were plenty of kookaburras before. And now we'll just keep walking along this path. Thanks for the tip, Leslie. Appreciate it so much. Oh, what? So it did get very rainy here. It did get very rainy. And it looks like we have encountered an obstacle. It is a big test, but am I willing to endure this test? That is the question. The river has broken its banks. Ah, crap. I don't know what to do, my friends. I don't want to get stuck. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. You know what we say in Australia? They're good shoes, but I don't think they're high enough for this. This is pretty high. Barefoot's a good idea. It's pretty cold though, TM. Don't give me ideas. I'll do that. I could just walk down the mud and maybe walk around it. Go bush. But the mud looks very, very deep. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I've been there before, Lynn. Once your feet get numb, you just forget about it. You definitely experience that, especially. That's why it was closed. Exactly. Well, tell you what. Let's try to go around, okay? If it doesn't let me, then we'll jump in the car. Okay, we'll go on it's a 2-minute drive. We can go to the other side and we can just explore we'll start from the end of the trail and we'll explore more sculptures, okay? I did consider those contingencies because it was raining nonstop and we had to take a step, Alex, take a step. Nice suggestion, Jane, but if I do walk, if there's like a little, I don't know, I just don't know if the depth may be consistent. Can't get over it, can't go under it, have to go through it. Well, I wish I had at times like this, I wish I had a little boat. Or an inflatable boat. Yes, exactly, an inflatable raft, Suzanne. Well, that's okay. So next time, gum boots. Yeah, true. I thought hiking boots would have been good enough, but so that's what we're going to do. Yes, let's just go to the end of the trail. Okay, it's a 2-minute drive in the car. So the whole trail extends about 5 kilometers. In miles, that would be about 3 miles, I believe. 2.5, no, not 2.5, maybe 3 miles would be 5 kilometers. Crocs would be okay to walk. Crocs would be okay, Sandy, except that the water it's very cold. So my toes would freeze. Nice suggestion though. Natalie, what is the temperature now, Alex? I don't know the exact number, Natalie, but it feels like the temperature is approximately, it feels like it's about 14 Celsius, which is 60 Fahrenheit. So I know, you ladies and gentlemen from Canada and Europe and northern USA are probably having a laugh at my expense now. What? That's not cold. Well, what can I say? We get to ride in the little van. Believe in love at first sight, or should I drive by again? Oh God. Do you get any cornier than that? All right, I'm just going to jump in the car. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, so I had this beautiful van planned for you guys. It was called a Awesome Camper Vans. And then what happened was it had like this beautiful kangaroo symbol. And then a few weeks before I was meant to commence my road trip, they contacted me saying, oh, sorry, this whole time it actually wasn't available. So you will have to book the more expensive one. And I was like, nah, not really. I'm just going to go with Juicy. Long story short, I wanted this cool one. I had my eyes set on this one beautiful camp van with a kangaroo on it. But they just, didn't work out. So we're going to now jump along this route.
Head east towards Kremer Street.
And why does my GPS have an American accent? There you go. Okay. Let's go. So I'm just going to switch it. You guys can... I'm being navigated by an American. I'm just going to be careful. Got to rewind. Reverse. You guys can enjoy the scenery. Oh, I didn't foresee the tour ending up like this, but it's okay. The show, I've been working in showbiz for quite some time, and we've always had this saying, the show must go on, and that's just how it is. So it's a beautiful day for a nice drive. Your Siri has an American accent too. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. So exactly, Judy, you have to be adaptable. I'm looking forward to seeing you, by the way, in Port Macquarie. So Judy will be there with her daughter Beck and hopefully a couple more, or just the two of them, fine. But I believe Elaine or, Beck's partner, it'll be lovely if any of you could come. And we're going to be checking out the cutting of the ribbon. So we are currently driving through Albury, little city, beautiful city, which is connected to another little city called Wodonga. I've just got to be look at the skies. Oh my God, the skies are beautiful, aren't they?
Padman Drive, Riverina Highway.
Ah, your sister and hubby too. Lovely, lovely, Judy. All right, now I've just got to be a little bit subtle because in Australia we're not meant to, thinking. Get some good weather for the paragliding. We're going to go paragliding in about 2 weeks. It's going to be amazing. So I hope to see you guys there. And for a lot of you, this is a little confusing because I am driving on the left side of the road. Don't worry. I'm not being reckless. That's just how we drive here in Australia.
In 500 meters, your destination will be on the left.
On the other side of the road, being told, there we go. So we're 300 meters away. And our destination is on the left. Great. You see what it says? Fire danger ratings are high. Okay. All right, so there we are.
Your destination is on the left.
Thank you. Thank you, my American GPS. All right. All right. You know what they say? Improvise, adapt, overcome. Yeah, Dawn, we did. So we do drive the same as the UK. That's just how the pastry crumbles. All right. So here we are now. We made it in one piece. And the show must go on. Let's continue to the trail. Hopefully there are no more floods along the way. Where are we? So we are now, we're in Albury, the little town, but we're near the Murray River. And we're about to resume the Indiamara sculpture walk, which is an Aboriginal sculpture walk, to recognize the traditional custodians of this land. That's right, Nicolette, the Murray River. And let's continue our little walk. Okay, so we are here, and now I'm just having a quick little look so I can see. And now we're going to have to turn left. Okay, we'll just follow the trail. We'll turn left. Let's enjoy this walk, my friends. I really do appreciate you guys being here with me. Tomorrow we are going to be... the bark. Yeah, of course, Bev. One of the things I love about eucalyptus tree, the bark is so beautiful, isn't it? Are you talking about this tree? It is a great tree. There are about 800 different species of eucalyptus trees here in Australia. And there's another eucalyptus tree over here. I think you were talking about this bark, weren't you? And they're all so different. This is the bark, close up of the bark. The big one I almost got to. Okay, we'll find the big one. The big one. Okay. Oh, that one over there. Sorry. Yeah, that is a beautiful tree. Let's get close to that one. Okay. Hopefully I don't get stuck in quicksand or mud. Reclaimed water. Do not come in contact with water. Okay, check this out. Look at this beautiful tree over here. I've actually never seen a tree this beautiful before. How beautiful is this? Wow. And some of those eucalyptus trees, no, I mean, there is in Australia, but not here. So don't worry. No quicksand here. Well, if there is, we'll find out, right, Pauline? It is almost like part of the sculpture trail, isn't it? I'm just waiting to find the sign now explaining what this piece of work represents. It's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, Bev, we do have beautiful trees here in Australia. And I love it how there's this little hole in here. It is nature's artwork, Penelope, you're right. It does remind me a little bit of a willow. You're right, Michaela. Nature's artistry. Yeah, Dawn, that is a eucalyptus tree. And as you can tell, they're all so different. So this eucalyptus tree is different to this eucalyptus tree. You see, they're like two different species of tree among the many others. Now let's enjoy this little beautiful walk. How lovely is this? And you can just smell the wood. You can smell, nature just has this distinct, beautiful smell to it. Could be an Australian windmill nearby for reclaimed water. There could, Jen. We'll keep an eye out. Could have been struck by lightning. Yeah, could have been. You're welcome, Bev. You're welcome. The Murray River is just enormous. It actually has its own flag. I don't know if you guys know, but it has its own flag. Let me see if I think I've found a picture of it. So this flag is the Murray River flag. It's pretty cool. And they created this flag in the 19th century. And it does bear a strong resemblance to other flags, doesn't it? Obviously, you got the Union Jack. Bev is asking a very good question. Are there any crocs in this river? You know, Bev, that's one of the things I love about this river. No, there are no crocodiles. So we're all safe. It certainly does, Suzanne. One of the few rivers in the world to have its own flag. How beautiful is this shot? Oh my God. Oh my God, how beautiful is that? So this tree fell, obviously, and it still somehow manages to look beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh. Yeah, Suzanne, Lynn, do you know why? Well, I believe from what I've read, it was one of the first paddle steamer to go into the Murray River. It was called the Mary Ann. So, and then they just kept that as the official flag of the Murray River. And you can tell there are these blue lines on it, and they represent the streams of the river. But it's just a beautiful, and look, the trees, the trees are just so beautiful. So all the watercraft carry it. I'm not quite sure if all the watercraft carry it, but possibly. I mean, there are different versions of the flag too. So there are, I think, 3 versions of this flag. So, yeah, I think it depends. Because the Murray River, extends through, it obviously crosses through 3 different states, New South Wales, Victoria, and South Australia. There are 3 different versions of this flag. I only sent you the one, which is the combined one I sent you. But there's the upper Murray flag, the lower Murray flag, the combined flag. And the lower Murray flag is obviously used in South Australia. And how beautiful is this? So peaceful. And we are not far away from our next sculpture. I think I can see it from afar. It's either the sculpture or people sitting there, but no, it's a sculpture. So we're not far from it. Yeah, it is a beautiful place to kayak. It's actually better than the Yarra River, and I should be praising my own river, but I'm going to be objective and not biased. It's the perfect and ideal river to kayak because of you, or canoe in, because it's just so peaceful. It's just ideal. Whereas the Yarra River, the stream can be a little bit tough. I did kayak with you guys along the Yarra River near Melbourne, and with my dad, and we were both struggling with the stream. It was pretty hard. Mickey is saying that, oh, okay, connection, okay. The connection, I've got 5 bars on my end, Michaela, so maybe try refreshing, see how you go. Fatima, obrigado. Thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's keep walking. I'm just going to walk off the beaten path a little. I'm just going to walk a little closer to these trees. And I'm thinking I might just play a little bit of Aboriginal didgeridoo music in the background, just to honour the Wiradjuri people, the traditional owners of this land. It's beautiful, isn't it? Stunning. Is fishing allowed? Absolutely, Suzanne. Yeah, fishing is, people do fish on this river quite a lot. So fishing is allowed. I can imagine, Jen. I'll talk about riverboats shortly, but I did live in a riverboat for it was on the Murray actually for about a month, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. The Murray is ideal for riverboats. Beautiful, check this out. I can see our next sculpture. Check this one out. I thought they were actually people, but it's just a sculpture. Let's check it out. Wow. So what is this one called? Let's check it out. And you know what? It's kind of beautiful when you can actually see this man playing the didgeridoo. And so the Murray River, Suzanne is asking, was named after someone? It was named after Sir George Murray, who was the secretary. Colonial secretary, and he one of the first explorers to discover the Murray River. How beautiful is this? Let's read a little bit more about this piece of art. Thanks, Pauline. Amazing. You're welcome. Absolutely. Okay, let's read a little bit more about this one. Okay, so I'll give you. You can take a little snapshot, and then I'll read it, and then you can just enjoy it as I'm reading it. Okay. So here you go. You can take a postcard of this, and I'm going to read the artist's interpretation. So let's read this. So this is by Michael Quinn. Okay, and the sculpture is called Family Gathering. Let me just pause the didgeridoo music. Family Gathering. Now, this is what Michael Quinn has to say. I am a locally based Wiradjuri man. I'm a father and a grandfather. Family are very important to me. My family live close by, and spending time together is part of what I do every day. My family is my life, Michael says. Let's read the sculpture now of what it is about. So it was made in 2021, so last year, and it's made from steel. And this is the way the family used to gather. The sculpture represents the importance of the family group, staying together and staying connected to the land. The circle represents this unity, and the rock represents strength and the earth holding the group together. The 8 figures we're looking at in this sculpture are the different members of the family group. The father is the figure with a spear and with his leg raised. The mother is holding the baby girl and stands with a young son. The little figures represent a young daughter and son dancing, while the older brothers play the didgeridoo and throw the boomerang. Let's have a closer look at these, and then we'll move on to the next sculptures. Beautiful. Look how cute this one is, little toddler. Hello. So cute. And this is basically how Wiradjuri families would spend their time together. They would dance, play the didgeridoo, nurture their children. Let's take a shot of this with a Murray River in the background. And then we'll move on to the next sculpture. Oh, I love this. With the Murray River in the background. Oh, stunning, eh? I want the didgeridoo guy in the shot. There we go. There we go. We'll just wait for the gentleman with the dog to move. TM, you're welcome to snap that one. I know you love it. You're a dog lover. How beautiful is this? So yeah, let's move on now. Got more to explore. But this is beautiful. More art, my friends. We are Still have a little, you can't get rid of me yet. You snap the dog too, Natalie? Well, why not? Look at this beautiful part of the river. Wow. This is absolutely stunning. Let me keep playing the music. Absolutely gorgeous. I can see the next sculpture from here. And look at the reflections. There's something mystical. So this isn't the river, Suzanne. So what we're looking at now, this is called Horseshoe Lagoon. Horseshoe Lagoon. Oh, look at the sky. Oh my God, look at this. Good point, Judy. Look at the sky, so dramatic. I mean, this could be a postcard. Stunning. I love this. There's something about the didgeridoo that is so primal, isn't it? It's beautiful. Pauline, Alex, this is such an inspiring way to start the week, Monday AM. Oh, thanks, Pauline. I appreciate it. You know, I'm starting the week too with you guys and it's putting a big smile on my face. Lynn, there must be a wet or a dam downstream from there for those dead trees. Yeah, good point, Lynn. Good point. Check this out. This is a nice shot. You got the eucalyptus tree. Oh, it's stunning. The living and the dead in here. Gorgeous. I mean, the reflections are just stunning. Thanks, Suzanne. 7:44 a.m. Great start to the morning, hey? And here we are, walking along the the Murray River. Sorry, Murray. Didn't mean to get your name wrong. Murray's like, what? Were you thinking of another river? Sorry. It's just the Yarra and I have quite the history. Okay, here's another one. What is this one over here? What is this? This is beautiful. Stunning sculpture. Now, this one, I have a love-hate relationship with this one. Can anyone guess why? Those who know me will know. Oh, yes, Denise. Thanks for reminding me. Yes. I'll pay my respects in a second. Thanks for reminding me. It's been a busy day. Yes, moths. Not magpies this time, Bev. Usually they are magpies. I got attacked by a magpie once, so that's why I'm a little harder towards them. But these are moths. For those who know me, and for those who don't know me, now you do know, I do have quite a bit of a moth phobia. So these are moths. Quite beautiful. Let's read a little bit about this sculpture. I'll give you a postcard up, and then I will read a little bit about it. So this is the sign, if you want to take a postcard and read later in your own leisure. And let's read a little bit. As I pointed at the moths and give you some really nice shots, let's read a little bit more. And the skies are so dramatic today. So dramatic. Okay, so I'll just pause the music. So the artist of this beautiful banana moths. Oh God, stop it, you guys. Okay, the artist is called Ruth Davis. And she says, I'm a proud Wiradjuri woman. Teaching my culture has always been a part of me, and I'm passionate about passing this culture on to my children. I think it's important for our people to know where we came from, to learn from our ancestors, elders, and to pass this knowledge on to our younger ones. Let's read a little bit more about the sculpture itself. It's called Bogong Moth Migration. And this sculpture was erected in 2014. It's made from heat-treated stainless steel and mild steel. Traditionally, each year, the Indigenous people of southern New South Wales and northern Victoria would meet at the Mungabarina Reserve to perform ceremonies, exchange goods, and discuss tribal law. They would then travel to the high country, are you ready for this? To feast on these moths, to feast on bogong moths. Oh, well, you know, I can think of worse things to eat, but still, good for them. That's all I'm going to say. Quite beautiful. It's one way to get rid of them. Exactly, Pauline. It's one way to get rid of them. Let's keep walking. Now, we have two options. We can turn left or right. Left or right. This is kind of like a choose your own adventure, isn't it? Where should we go? My gut's telling me left, yeah. Yeah, Natalie, I mean, middle. Nice try, Pauline. No, not this time. But we will have to do a choose your own adventure in which I do that. So I think we need to turn, hold on, let's see. So this is the moth trail. I think we need to actually keep going. Oh, I don't think it matters. Let's keep going straight. Yeah, let's go down there. I'm heading straight to Sydney after this, and it's going to be a late arrival for me. And then I've got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:45, to do a ghost spooky tour for you. One of Sydney's most haunted areas, the Rocks. Lynn, you know that. And we'll be coming across one of the world's most haunted hotels, the Russell Hotel. We'll talk about that when we get there. Left until you get to the water again. Exactly, Lorraine. Not a bad idea. It'll be mystical scary, Pauline. I try not to do gruesome. Look at these wetlands over here. It's beautiful. Okay, let's keep walking down there. I hope we didn't take the wrong turn. So swampy around here. It's so beautiful at the same time. Check this out. And I want to pay my respects to today. Well, yesterday was September 11. So I want to pay my respects to everyone in the US or anyone who was impacted by this tragic event. And sending you all love. So, yeah. Leslie, Russell is my surname. Hope none of my relatives on that tour. Hopefully not, Leslie. Hopefully not. Because it is very, very haunted. But guess what? I'm safe. Because it's only haunted for women. Only women get affected by it. I think I've said too much. So I'm pretty safe. I'm safe. You, on the other hand, better have a cross and some garlic with you. Or if you're Jewish, a Star of David and some garlic. And just stay safe. Stay safe. Okay. Nicolette, may I know the previous sculpture meaning? So, the previous sculpture's meaning was family, community. Well, you mean the moth sculpture. It was just to illustrate the lifestyle and the values of the Indigenous people. You know, how they would migrate, meet, come together, and travel to different places and eat those moths. So that those moths were a source of nutrition for the Indigenous people, Nicolette. Mary Lou is saying, Alex, thank you for this peaceful walk. After the day I've had, I need this before I can hopefully get to sleep. It's 11:50 p.m. here in Calgary. Oh, Hugs to you, Mary Lou. I hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. Let's keep walking. See if there's any more sculptures along the way. It's a shame that there were floods. Would have been nice to follow the proper. We missed out on the Kookaburra sculpture. Maybe perhaps on the way back I might. Can you hear the Kookaburra? Shh. I know I'm telling you to be shush. You hear? Ah, beautiful. All right, now I just sound like a monkey. I was trying to just communicate with the kookaburras. But, yeah. The kookaburra's probably just like, oh, yeah, this one's a slow one. No. Okay. That's not how you do it. He's probably just like, okay, do not communicate with this kookaburra. Okay, let's keep walking. What was I saying? Yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Kookaburras are beautiful. There are plenty of them here. G'day, mate. Oh, no koalas, no, Suzanne. Not from what I know. Yeah, there are no koalas around here. Koalas are very scarce. There are not many of them around our country. But yeah, I mean, there could be. Well, as I was driving, there were signs warning people of koalas that may be crossing the road, but there wouldn't be many. There wouldn't be many. Nothing like where I'm going to be taking you to Raymond Island, which is a koala island. So yeah, Penelope's got a good point over there. She's saying, be careful. You don't know what you're saying in his or her language. True, true. They could be plotting their revenge now as we speak, because I would have just said the wrong thing. Who knows? Denise, Alex, is this area similar to what Darwin looks like? I travelled all over Australia, missed Darwin, as it was thunder water. So Darwin doesn't really look like this. Darwin's up in the Northern Territory. It's a lot drier, but it's humid. But yeah, it's underwater. Sorry. So let's have a quick look. It was underwater. Sorry. Yeah. It's different to Darwin. Darwin's very special. Darwin's very unique in its own way. Look at this beautiful shot. Look at this tree. Wow. You're great at meditation, ghost stories, and great tours, but imitating a bird is not. Yeah, you're right, Mary Lou. Look, I'll stick to my day job and not imitate kookaburras anymore. That's beautiful, isn't it? Stephanie's saying, what was the music? Oh, we'll play it again. So it was traditional Aboriginal didgeridoo music. And if you do like didgeridoo music, we're going to be doing a didgeridoo. I've arranged a private concert for you on the beach with a very, very talented and skilled didgeridoo artist by the name of Robbo. So I hope you can join me. I've planned that one especially for you. Robbo's excited. He's excited. He asked me the other day, how many people do we have booked? And I said, we have over 200 people. I couldn't believe it. It was like, I've never performed in front of 200 people before. Well, Robbo, it's the first time for everything, my friend. So yeah, come along, and you'll enjoy it. He's very, very talented. I headhunted him myself. I spotted him myself. I can see the next sculpture. But as we're approaching the next sculpture, I just want to show you this. Thanks, Natalie. Look at this nature sculpture. This sculpture is by nature. This is by Mother Nature herself. Date? Not established. But it is cool, isn't it, Mary Lou? Super cool. You're excited? So am I. So am I, Jenny. Yeah, that is a sculpture in itself, isn't it, Suzanne? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And we've got some more sculptures in the water. Let's go check out the next sculpture. What's the next one going to be? I love these sculpture trails. It's beautiful, beautiful. Whoa. Dramatic. Very dramatic. Indyamara, that's right, Nicolette. Indyamara is an expression of courage and kindness and goodwill. That's what it means. We could all use more of that in the world, can we? Now let's check out the next sculpture. Are you ready? Let's check it out. We might go a couple of minutes over if you guys are okay with that. It is a trail of discovery for all of us. What do we have here? Let's look at this one over here. We have a bird. What's that? It looks like a frog, the one in the middle. And that's an echidna underneath it. These could be swamp hens, they could be anything. Let's read a little bit more about it. Let's have a close look and just see what it's made of. Ah, wow. It's like a wood. What kind of wood? It says here that it's river red gum, which is the wood that we're surrounded by. So river red gum and galvanized steel. So let's have a quick little read and see what take a quick little snapshot, a postcard. And I'm going to lower the music a little bit. Okay, so let's read a little bit more about it. Hold on, I'm just going to, give me 1 second. Okay. So the artist is Giralang, or Carmel Taylor is her westernized name. Oh, it's my pleasure, Pauline. Thanks for saying that. It's my pleasure. So let's see what Giralang has to say about this sculpture. My name is Giralang. We're a jury woman. I am who I am, and I know who I am. I feel honored to be part of the Indyamara Sculpture Walk. And this sculpture was established in 2014. It's called Vertical Message Sticks. Let's see what she says about this. I've chosen the theme of animals. I truly love them, and they are native to this area and bring much joy to children and adults. Indyamara, respect, go slowly, do properly. I remain yours faithfully. Giralang Rolyat. That's what she says. Very, very beautiful. Let's see if there are any other sculptures nearby. Okay, so we are here now. Now, you know what I'm thinking we should try? What I really think would be good? We could do both. If you don't want to give up on me yet, we can go down here, do the Googabarra, because I really wanted to do the Googabarra. That's the one, Colleen, that's the one. And then we can go back and then finish off with We're a Jury Woman, because I think that's going to be a very powerful one. And then we can call it a day. How does that sound? Are you happy with that? Let's do that. Okay, cool. So we'll start with Googabarra, which is we're a jury for Kookaburra. And I'm presuming where the word Kookaburra derives from. And on our way, as we are venturing down this path, we can explore some of nature's art. Beautiful eucalyptus trees. This one's a very tall one. Whoa, very tall. I'm guessing like maybe 30 meters high. I don't know what that is in feet, but it's tall. That's a good question, Jen. Jen's asking a very good question. Does anyone know why these are called lagoons and not billabongs? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. It's a great question. Exactly, yeah. So a lot of the words actually sound like the concept they're describing. Very true. Any truth to kookaburras liking gum trees? Yeah, well, they hang out in gum trees. It's a very convenient habitat for them. I can actually see kookaburra down there, so I can see the sculpture. Would you like me to sing as we're approaching? I think I might sing that song for you, Pauline, for all of you. You ready? Just got to warm up my voice. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave some there for me. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, counting all the monkeys he can see. Stop, kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, that's no monkey, that's me! Thank you very much. So that is why I am not a professional singer, but I sing for you. You guys really do make me want to sing for you. Let's just switch it. And I can see our next sculpture down there. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. I appreciate the applause. Every now and then, it's nice to be reminded there's beautiful music. I just want to show you this. Oh, check this out. Oh, beautiful. First time you've heard it in full, Penelope. There you go. First time for everything. That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Let's just take a moment to enjoy this beauty. Gorgeous. Yeah, it's a nice song. It's it's one of those songs that we can enjoy as adults and kids. So now I can see the sculptures from down there. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. I appreciate it. Well, I'm inspired by the love in this chat. So, kookaburras. Kookaburra, they belong to the Australian kingfisher family, right? And there are a few species of them. They can be found they're native to Australia. They're also native to New Guinea. So, and as you know, they do laugh, but they're not actually laughing. They're actually communicating with each other. So it's just how they communicate. It sounds like they're laughing. And look, I think this magpie over here is feeling a little left out. Hey, buddy. Look, mate, we'll talk about you later. We'll talk about your team. There's a football team called the Collingwood Magpies, and they have made it to the final of the Australian Football League. He's looking at me very intensely. I should have brought my hat. I'm very, very, very nervous around magpies. Ooh, okay. And here we are. Here are the kookaburras. I know, right? I was getting nervous now he was looking at me. Intense look. Now, kookaburras don't swoop like magpies do. But they are carnivorous birds. They can be vicious if they want to. And you will usually hear them at dawn or dusk. That's when they are most prevalent. Well, their larves are. Let's have a quick little, I'll give you a little shot of this and we'll explore it as I'm reading more about this beautiful, beautiful sculpture. So go ahead, take a shot. I know, right, Suzanne? It's beautiful with the river in the background. Okay, let's read a little bit more. Wow. Stunning. So the artist of this is a man by the name of Peter Ingram. Now, this is what he has to say. I am a local Wiradjuri man of this community. I'm a mixed medium sculpture artist and enjoy making sculptures from metal and many other resources. Collaborating with friends in the wider community inspires me to create artworks we can all enjoy together and bring to life countries' ancient stories of creation and lore. And here's the title of this beautiful sculpture. And we'll read about the sculpture in a second. It says, Gugabara. Let's see what this one says. So this is about the sculpture. It was actually erected in 2021, so it's fairly new. I love this shot. That's a beautiful shot of them. We'll get a little bit grass in. It's quiet. This is very Australian. This sculpture is an acknowledgement to our king of birds, the Gugabara. Undoubtedly the most beautiful Budian bird in Wiradjuri country. Budian means bird. It is good to understand the wonderful attributes and character of these birds, how their speckled blue feathers become more vibrant when rain is on the way. The female has brown feathers at the top of her tail, and the male has blue. Very, very interesting. Their flight path is direct, knowing exactly where they want to go. Gugabara is patient and kind. He will often let others before him, but will defend his ground if required. It's beautiful, isn't it? He loves to laugh and reminds us to do so each day. He travels in family groups, is loyal, but sometimes ventures out alone to visit a friend and sing them a beautiful song. Go, 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 ba, 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 ha, 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 ha. That's not me, that's what it actually says. Gugabara shows us a wonderful way to live our lives with joy, balance, and patience. This story was gifted to me, he says, by a wonderful friend, as the Gugabaras are her totem spirit. Beautiful. Now I can take more creative shots. I just love these sculptures. I got to say that so far these ones are my favorites. My favorites. We'll do a 360. Oh, you want one with a sign? Yeah, okay. You've got the shot with a sign. How about this, eh? We've got the sign up here. You take a snapshot. They are different from all the others, eh? These are a little more, I don't know, they're different, you're right. Definitely, Denise. I'm so glad I kept going, and I really do appreciate you guys and your patience. Oh my God, look at the back. Look how beautiful this one looks from behind. Whoa. Stunning. Stunning. True art. What? Yeah, my favorite too, Colleen. Definitely my favorite. Look at the detail, TM. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love this shot. Of course, Jen. So we'll go close up. Of course, Natalie and Judy. We'll show the sign in a second. We'll just do the 360 and then we'll do a little close up of the eye. Detail and colors. You're right. So let's get a close-up of the eye. This is what the eye looks like. Hey, he's looking at me. All right, I'll get out of the way. The middle bird, okay. There you go. Thanks for the tip, Judy B. I appreciate it. Here's a close-up of the eye. I love, oh, you know, that's pretty cool. It's got like the eucalyptus trees reflecting against its eye. All right, I say it's the other eye. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Beautiful. Very, very detailed. So both eyes are different. And it's very, very detailed. Now let's go check out the woman one, and then we'll call it a day. How does that sound? Yeah, definitely. So this one's can we see them straight on? Definitely, Dawn. Here you go. So this is straight on, basically as the title, as the thumbnail has described it, straight on. And I'm just going to get the sign. And don't worry, thanks Penelope for reminding me. We'll take a snapshot of the sign very soon. I just want the title over here as well. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I could just sit here all day and stare at this beautiful, beautiful sculpture. And thank you so much, Lynn from Sydney. Thank you so much for your tip. I really appreciate it. And if you guys get a chance, check out Lynn's tours. She's quite brilliant. Amazing. Does amazing stuff in the Blue Mountains. So if you get a chance, and Denise, thank you for your tip. Really appreciate it. Here's you guys can take a postcard of this. Go ahead. You're welcome, Natalie. Okay, let's keep moving now. We've got one more sculpture. One more. We've seen quite a few now. Now we've got one more sculpture to finalize this beautiful, what was a beautiful experience. Then I can head to Sydney. By the time I get there, it'll be late at night. Look how he's looking at me. They're so confident. Hey, buddy. Sorry, man. I'm leaving. Okay. Good. Just go. This is my territory. Get off my lawn. Actually, he's probably going, get off my lawn, mate. That's probably what he sounds like. Let's see. Certainly is beautiful, Jen. Lynn saying, saw 3 kookaburras on the telegraph lines just after my tour this morning. Lovely. That would have been a lovely thing to see. Thanks, Suzanne. Really appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate it. He has committed my face to... Don't say that, Lynn. Oh, I'm not going to sleep at night now knowing that I've been... I'm probably on some wanted magpie sign. Okay. Shirley, thank you so much for your tip. Shirley from Brisbane, I really appreciate it. Yeah, maybe he's being friendly. You see, maybe it's just all in my head. Maybe the kookaburra is like, thank you, kind sir, for stopping by. I really appreciate your company. Now have a great and safe walk and say hello to whoever you're speaking to. That could be what the magpie is actually saying. Could just be all in my head. Good point, Pauline. I didn't think of that. Thanks, Mary Lou. I appreciate that. Yeah, kookaburras are beautiful. I'm so tempted to get close up. I'm just a little bit skeptical about walking into the unknown. What if there's a snake down there? Okay, guys, this is a little mini choose your own adventure. Should I walk through the high grass or not? Bear in mind, there are snakes. And Australia has some of the most poisonous snakes in the world. With that in mind, do you want me to walk down? Okay. So, this was a test to see if you care about me. I'm glad you care about me. Thank you. Because you did have a chance to get rid of me just now. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. I'm going to stay on the path. Play it safe. Suzanne is saying, can't believe there are not more people enjoying this. You mean out here? Yeah. No, definitely. You'd think there would be more people along this path, eh? If I lived here, I'd be enjoying this at least more often than, a few times a month, for sure. It's beautiful. Thanks, Jen. I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. Katie's saying, thank you for a great tour, but it's 2:20 a.m. and I really have to... No worries, Katie. I really appreciate you coming along. And I appreciate everyone, and those who are in the US in certain regions and certain regions of Canada. I appreciate you guys coming along, and I know it's late, so I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And for those who had to wake up early, I appreciate that too. Thanks to all of you. Anyone, every single one of you, for getting out of your way and being part of this tour. I'm very grateful. Let's catch up on some of the comments. Dawn is saying, I only had opportunity to see a kookaburra once and close up to him. Well, if you ever come to Australia, Dawn, you'll have many opportunities. There are everywhere. Barbara T is saying, few and far between wanted image of 3 posts. Yes, true, Barbara. It is a Monday, Lorraine. Yep, definitely. People are at work, no? Yeah, actually, that's a good point, Pauline. It is a Monday. People are at work today. But still, a lot of people are working from home these days. Wouldn't you want to... but I would suppose that on weekends, it's a lot busier. That's a good point. Denise, Alex, our kids and grandkids just arrived in Manly for a few weeks. Oh, lovely, Denise. I'm sure they're going to love Manly. Manly is just one of my favorite suburbs in Sydney. Stunning. Sandy's saying probably a few red belly black snakes around there with all that water. Well, Sandy, all I have to say to you is gulp. (1:18 a.m. Stephanie, very, very early. Yeah, absolutely, Denise. Thank you. Yeah, pass it on to them. And for those who are meeting me for the first time, thanks for being here. Okay, now we're going to check out the Wiradjuri woman sculpture down there. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to experience more of my road trip, today is day 1 of the road trip, then come join my tours. Follow my channel, heygo.com/Alexander. You'll find many tours. There's something for everyone there. And I really appreciate you guys for following me. It really does give me the motivation to continue the drive and to create more content for you. So thank you. Thanks for the link, TM. You can click on the link that TM kindly supplied, and you can follow my channel through that link. Thanks, TM. Appreciate it. Yes, hey guy, I've got to get in touch with Richard. He messaged me. I just didn't get a chance to reply. But yeah, I'm hoping to catch up with Lynn at some point, and maybe with Richard too. That'll be lovely. Have you been singing on the road again? Suzanne, well, I've been listening to an audiobook, so I haven't been singing this time, but I probably will be singing this evening on my way to Sydney. Yeah. I was preserving my voice for you guys. No worries, Fatima. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Penelope, while on tour, will you be doing some of your meditation? Yes, I will, Penelope. I might actually do more meditations than usual. So, yeah, definitely. If it's still cold, they're probably still hibernating. That's true, Lynn. That's very true. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the tip. Really appreciate it. The snacks are out, Mary Lou. Absolutely. Okay, I found the next sculpture. Are you ready? Alex, I want to have a chat about the 22nd now that it has been declared a national day of mourning. Yeah, okay, we'll talk. That sounds... I'm intrigued, Lynn. Suzanne, how far is it to Sydney? It'll be about 6 more hours, Suzanne. So it's a 6 more hour drive for me to Sydney. So, yeah. Okay, you ready? Hillary, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. So now, this is our next sculpture. Thanks, Jen, for your tip. I appreciate it. Our next sculpture is Wiradjuri woman. Wow, look at that. Stunning. Wow, that's beautiful. Let's have a close-up look. So this, by the looks of it, was made on the gum tree, on the actual eucalyptus tree. It's pretty cool. Unique. And you know what I love about this sculpture trail is that every single one of these sculptures is unique in its own way. You don't have many of the same, and I love that. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. Take a note, and we'll read a little bit more about it in a second. And the name speaks for itself, right? Let's read a little bit more about it. And there's a picture of the artist here. So here you can take a postcard. And then in a second, I'll give you 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's read a little bit about this beautiful sculpture. So this sculpture is by an artist by the name of Leonie McIntosh. And she says, "I am a proud Wiradjuri woman. All of my work is based on traditional Wiradjuri stories handed down to me by my grandmother and elders of the community, in which I interpret in a contemporary way." The sculpture is called Wiradjuri Woman. It was created in 2014, but the stump that you're looking at right now, which is a eucalyptus tree, is about 350 to 400 years old. Let's read a little bit about this beautiful sculpture. The Wiradjuri woman was burnt on the possum skin cloak for the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games in 2006. And now I've created a sculpture emerging out of this tree stump as if a spirit is breaking free. Wow. This is meant to represent a spirit breaking free. How would you interpret it? What meaning would you assign to this beautiful sculpture? Stunning, isn't it? Beautiful. Let's go a little bit closer. Might have to tilt your head to the right for this one. But, oh my God, I can't get my eyes. I honestly cannot get my eyes off this one. It is beautiful. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to flip it back now. Yeah, stunning. I love this one too. Thanks, Barbara T, for your tip. Really appreciate it. So this is it, spirit breaking free. Humans and nature intertwined. I love that, Lorraine. Very, very interesting interpretation. I love it. And look, we've got a cockatoo down there. Is it a cockatoo? Let's have a quick look. No, it wouldn't be a cockatoo. What is it? Looks like it's a... Oh, okay. No, it's not a cockatoo. It's foam. It's foam. Okay. There you go. Yeah, and oh, that's actually a really cool angle. That's a cool angle. The trees. Yeah. So I'm going to switch the camera. We're a little bit over, but I want to thank you guys from the very, very depths of my heart. Thank you so much for, taking the time to, join me on this beautiful trail, art trail, and for entrusting me with your time. I appreciate it. I appreciate your, the value you brought to this chat and to this art trail. And, it's beautiful. There's no better way than enjoying art, way to spend the day than by enjoying art. This is super Alex. Highly enjoyable. Thank you, Suzanne. And honestly, you guys have really made this a special hour and 20 minutes. So thank you. We improvised, we found our way around, and we got there in the end. So I appreciate it. Let's have a quick little read. Thank you for an interesting and art walk. Thanks, Penelope. It's my pleasure. And thank you for being here. Sandy, Lynn, I would have thought the 20th would have been better for those that wanted to watch the funeral, etc., not the night before. Yeah, well, I'll assess all the options. We'll have a think. Dawn, let's have a quick look. Dawn saying, enjoy this tour. Beautiful countryside. Thanks, Dawn. I appreciate it. It is beautiful here, and now I just don't want to leave. Have a safe trip. Sydney, let's work something out. Thanks, Lynn. Definitely. When I have a minute, when I'm not driving, we'll work something out. You're welcome, Jenny. Thank you for being here with us. That was a great Murray River sculpture tour, Alex. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. Thank you. So thanks to all of you. I appreciate your time, the value that you brought in whichever way you chose to. And thank you. I really love you guys, and I will travel safely. Thank you. And look after yourselves. Okay? You guys rock. You guys are the best. I'll speak to you soon, and I'll see you hopefully my next tour. See you guys. Much love. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Thank you.